positive or negative words have when spoken, but I have discovered there is scientific evidence that supports how powerful our everyday words really are. Today, I will discuss from a Christian perspective how God uses words to create, that He has given people this same power, and share examples of its effects. God uses words to create. Genesis 1 repeatedly says, God said, and each time He spoke, something was formed from His words, such as light, plants, animals, and more. The pattern was, God said, it was, God saw. Quote, the sound vibration of His words caused the substance to manifest and appear. This was stated by Annette Capps, author of the book Quantum Faith. Hebrews 11:3a says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the words of God. Charles Capps says, quote, God never does anything without saying it first. The wind, sea, trees, demons, and even the dead were obedient to what He said. Various Bible verses point out that our words have power too. Luke 17:6 says, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you can say to this mulberry tree, be pulled up by the roots and be planted by the sea, and it would obey you. Jesus also taught in Mark 11:23, according to the Amplified Bible version, truly I tell you, whoever says to this mountain, be lifted up and be thrown into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will take place, it will be done for him. Trees and mountains obeying what we say, now that is power. God has given mankind the power to create with their words. People use words in a variety of ways. Coaches give what is known as pep talks to their teams before each game in order to encourage and inspire. Teachers use words to instruct their students and create an atmosphere of learning. In an online article titled Words, 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 author Nan Russell says, quote, words create impressions, images, and expectations. Francis Martin, author of the book Hung by the Tongue, shares the following example. I hate you. I love you. These are only words, but they are powerful words. Which ones do you like to hear spoken to you? Words build up or tear down. In the online article, Do Words Have Power?, Tracy Matlack expresses, quote, never underestimate the power of your words. With one small word, you can change a person's life, for better or for worse. Our words and actions have power beyond our comprehension. Over time, people have begun using words or phrases loosely and not even realizing that they are affecting others and framing their own world. Some popular catchphrases that produce negative results may include, ugh, this dessert is to die for, or that just blew me away, ugh, these shoes are killing me, or I must be losing my mind. Charles Capps comments further, quote, words are containers. They carry faith or fear, and they produce after their kind. Some years ago, during the summer months, whenever an immediate family member started getting antsy about something, my mother began often saying, well, you've just got ants in your pants. About 2 weeks later, my little sister and dad were sitting side by side on the pavement at our neighborhood swimming pool. Much to our surprise, fire ants crawled up their swimsuits, and they both experienced severe ant bites on their thighs and their backsides. Needless to say, my mom quickly repented for saying those words and has never said them over us again. The power in one's words not only affects people, but things. In a recent sermon titled Grace Says, Faith Says, delivered by Jeremy Pearson, he shared how he used words to determine the outcome of his 6th grade science project. He took 2 plants and gave them the same amount of food, water, and sunlight. However, he would take one plant and say good things over it daily, such as, you are a beautiful plant, you will live, you will grow, you will flourish and thrive. He would then take the other plant and daily say things over it like, you are ugly, you are shriveling up and dying. At the end of the experiment, he compared the pictures of the drastic difference. The plant, which had been spoken over with positive words, was living and thriving, and the other plant was dead. His mom decided to keep the living plant, but somehow it got put behind some books on a bookshelf. About 6 months later, she came across the plant, which hadn't been given any food, water, or sunlight, and it was still living. Proverbs 18:21 embodies this true story when it states, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Today, I have shared how God has given us the power to create with words, how words affect both people and things, and how there is evidence that strongly supports the power of spoken words. Based upon this information and these vivid examples, you may desire to take to heart the old adage, "Think before you speak." With that in mind, let me leave you with this thought shared by Keith Moore, internationally known Christian minister, TV personality, and my pastor, who shared in his sermon series titled "The Power of the Tongue," quote, "It's about realizing one of the most amazing, powerful things God has put at our disposal. All you gotta do is watch what comes out of your mouth, and it will absolutely change your life."